Welcome to Robinson Painting. I'm Adam Robinson, a third-generation painter with a mission to help you make informed decisions about your home. Whether you're a homeowner, real estate agent, or simply someone looking to refresh your living space, our channel has everything you need to know. So hit that subscribe button and join our community of home improvement enthusiasts. Let's get started. Hi and welcome to today's video, where we will be discussing how much painters charge. Painting the interior or exterior of your home yourself can be time-consuming, burdensome, and messy. If you are like many homeowners, you may be considering hiring a professional painter to complete painting jobs you've meant to finish for a while. Hiring a professional to paint your home's interior or exterior is an effective way to ensure a clean, efficient painting project. However, you may be wondering how much professional painters tend to charge for their services these days in our region of Colorado. Watch for more information about average professional painting costs, then contact Robinson Painting of Colorado today for a free estimate for painting your house along the Front Range in the Denver, Golden, or Boulder area. Many Colorado painters charge per square foot for their services. These companies have a base rate that they multiply by the number of square feet the customer needs them to paint, providing you with a minimum cost to paint the area. At Robinson Painting of Colorado, we charge $1 per square foot for interior paint jobs. We also require a minimum total cost of $2,000 for each project we complete. This rate reflects our professional training and expertise, high-quality painting materials, and superior attention to detail. Some painting companies charge an hourly rate rather than a square footage rate. If you plan to work with a company that charges by the hour, you can expect to pay anywhere from $20 to $70 for every hour they dedicate to your professional paint job. The average cost for professional interior painting is between $2 and $6 per square foot, with most interior painting jobs sitting around $3.50 per square foot. These rates equate to an average total cost range of $953 and $2,896 for interior jobs, depending on the house size and necessary preparation. Factors affecting interior painting costs. Various factors affect the cost you will pay to hire a professional to paint an interior space. Even though many residential painters charge per square foot, they also add additional expenses to the final price. Below are a few prominent factors that affect the cost of painting a room. Size of the room. The size of the room you need the company to paint is one of the most significant factors affecting price. In addition, this variable affects the amount of paint the interior painter will need and how much time it will take to paint a room. 1 gallon of paint covers up to 400 square feet of wall space in interior spaces. You can calculate how many square feet you will need the company to paint by measuring the room's perimeter and multiplying it by the height, then subtracting the size of any windows or doors in the room. Additionally, your painting contractor will calculate how many gallons of paint you need during your painting estimate. The amount of paint depends on how many coats to apply and the quality of the paint product itself. Type of paint. Next, the type of paint you choose will also affect the cost of painting a room. Paint costs different amounts depending on the type of paint and the size of the container. However, the average price for a gallon of medium-quality paint is around $30. Along with determining whether you need matte paint, semi-gloss paint, or high-gloss paint, the painting contractors can also help you choose your paint product's overall durability and quality. While high-quality paint tends to be more expensive, it lasts longer and withstands dings and dents more easily. Number of coats. How many coats of paint your walls need also affects your overall cost. Each additional coat doubles the original paint cost and requires more labor and time from the painting company. However, applying 2 coats is often necessary when placing a lighter color over a darker one. Wall textures. You may not realize it, but the texture of your walls greatly impacts how much paint you need to create smooth, even coverage. For example, textured walls, such as popcorn or swirled patterns, require more paint than flat walls. Additionally, specialty projects, such as a textured accent wall, will cost more than single-color projects. Painting the outside of a house or building costs an average of 50 cents to $3.50 per square foot, with a total average cost of around $1,777 to $4,321. These prices include the labor cost and additional materials, but they may not include the paint costs. Factors affecting exterior painting costs. Several factors may affect the base square foot rate and increase your total project price. Here are a few of the most common variables affecting exterior house painting costs. Type of paint. The type of paint you want the painters to use affects your costs. Sometimes, painters require you to purchase the paint yourself, while at other times, they add the paint cost into their final project costs. Oil-based paint, which costs an average of $40 per gallon, is pricier than latex paint, but many painters consider it the more durable option. If you purchase the cheapest paint, you should plan to repaint the house in a few years, as cheap paint does not hold up to weather and debris as well as higher quality options. Lead paint testing. If your house dates to before 1978, your painters might need to conduct lead paint testing before applying a fresh coat to your house exterior. Unfortunately, this process can rack up your overall costs, as the average price of lead testing ranges between $224 and $418. Exterior condition. Exterior projects require more prep work than interior ones do, as the outside of your home is probably dirtier and in slightly worse shape than the interior. As part of professional painting service, painters prep the house exterior by power washing it, sanding any rough patches, filling in cracks, and creating a trench around the perimeter. If you have not had your house painted in a while, the house painter may need to put in more prep work to get the exterior ready for a new paint job, increasing your costs but being a necessary part of the job. You may be wondering if painting your house yourself will be cheaper than hiring a professional. While completing the project DIY style may save you a bit of money, this endeavor comes with distinct expenses compared to professional painting and will require more of your time and labor. So let's discuss how DIY painting costs compare to hiring professionals. When you complete a painting job yourself, most of your costs consist of the supplies and tools you need to purchase for the job. If you plan to paint a house interior, you will need the following paint supplies at a minimum: paint, primer, paint trays, tray liners, paint brushes, paint sprayers for exteriors, rollers, drop cloths, painter's tape. You will also need the tools and supplies for the prep work. You will need to clean the walls, fill in any holes, and sand away any peeling paint or rough spots before beginning. In general, you can expect to pay about $200 to $300 for materials when painting a small room yourself. Meanwhile, when you hire professional painters, about 75% to 85% of your total bill encompasses labor costs, while the rest covers the cost of paint and any new materials the painters need to purchase for your job. However, when you hire a professional, you are paying for their expertise, high-quality tools, efficiency, and clean work, along with their general labor. Thanks for tuning in to Robinson Painting today. I hope you found our content valuable and informative. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss a new video. And be sure to check out the video description below for links to additional resources and other videos you might find helpful. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.